the next. This is my spring pasta salad, and it's perfect for lunch or dinner. It's very light and refreshing, but packed full of flavor and color. The first thing you're gonna need is some fully cooked frozen shrimp. So you don't have to cook these at all, you just have to defrost them, and they taste fantastic. Next, I have some organic brown rice spiral pasta, and I really recommend going with brown rice pasta. It tastes awesome, and it's a great healthy alternative to regular pasta. Then I have a bottle of Annie's green garlic dressing, and this is essentially a blend of lemon juice, spinach, and garlic, and it tastes super good. For veggies, I have some fresh asparagus and grape tomatoes, and then to finish everything off, a little bit of feta cheese. So I'm just starting off by heating up some water. I have one pan for the asparagus and then a pot for the pasta. So we're just gonna bring all of the water to a nice boil. Now you can either defrost the shrimp overnight in the fridge, or you can do what I'm doing here. You can take them straight out of the freezer and then just rinse them underneath some cold water for a few minutes, and that totally defrosts them. Now it's time to remove the tails from the shrimp. So here's what I do. I take a piece and I pinch the very end, and you'll see that the shrimp just comes right out and you're not wasting any of the meat. So I just continue to do this to all of the little shrimpy guys in the bowl, and this is just my preference. You don't have to remove the tails, I just prefer to do this. Now that the water has come to a boil, I'm just gonna pour in the pasta. I'm not using the entire bag, just filling up the pot. And then I'm going to add my asparagus to the other pan. Place a lid over the top and let that steam for about 5-ish minutes. While magic is happening on the stovetop, I'm gonna move over to my grape tomatoes, and I'm simply just gonna be cutting these guys in half. And if you wanna use other vegetables, you totally can. You could use like broccoli instead. You can really tailor this to your own taste. And then I just like to sprinkle the tomatoes with a little bit of salt to bring out their sweetness. When your asparagus is done, it's gonna be bright green and tender. So I'm just gonna drain it and then transfer that into a bowl with the shrimp. On top of that, I'm dumping in those tomatoes and the drained pasta. Then I'm gonna grab my dressing, give it a quick shake, and then pour it on top of all of that goodness. And you wanna make sure that you pour the dressing around the outer rim so it can get down to the bottom and doesn't just stick to the stuff on top. Then you just wanna get in there and mix it all together. And this is where pouring around the rim really comes in handy, because it's gonna make this step so much easier. And to finish everything off, I'm gonna take a little bit of that feta cheese and just sprinkle it over the top. And for a little extra tang, you can also add in some freshly squeezed lemon juice. And here is our pasta masterpiece. I recommend keeping this in the fridge for a little bit before serving it so it's nice and chilled. And this is great for dinner or lunch, like I said, and it also keeps really well as